If you've ever been overwhelmed by negative thinking, you understand how it feels like a relentless, abrasive force. Thoughts such as, "she's going to leave me," "I'll mess up this project," or "this isn't good enough," can start a downward spiral into a dark mindset. Today, we're going to explore 3 Stoic methods to handle negative thoughts and achieve inner peace. To effectively tackle these thoughts, it's important to investigate their roots and understand why we sometimes fall back into harmful patterns even after learning various self-improvement strategies. Let us begin. The root of self-sabotage. To effectively manage negative thoughts, understanding their origins is crucial. The ego. This is like having a well-intentioned but clumsy medieval cave troll guarding your mind. It overreacts to perceived threats, whether they are real dangers or harmless situations, like mistaking a merchant for an enemy. Here's a practical example. Picture someone launching their dream business, but they're slow in responding to interested clients, while quickly dismissing unenthusiastic ones. This approach hinders their chance of gaining paying customers. You might ask, why are they impeding their own success? Such self-defeating behavior often arises from a fear of failing to meet expectations or to deliver value. Driven by ego and feelings of inadequacy, they unwittingly thwart their own progress to avoid the shame and rejection that might come with failure. This leads to a barrage of negative thoughts like, "I can't handle this client isn't right," or "I should find someone else," causing them to shy away from important interactions. This evasion is a defense mechanism against facing their fears and perceived flaws. When you're constantly plagued with thoughts of not being good enough, it's typically the ego's way of protecting you from rejection, failure, and embarrassment. The irony is that the ego, in its attempt to safeguard, doesn't realize that such experiences are normal and essential parts of life. It reacts excessively, attacking everything in its sight, much like the overprotective cave troll. The 3 strategies to thoughts control. The observer. The mind cannot predict its own future thoughts. Looking back, your thought patterns may seem logical, starting with minor negativity and escalating to harsh self-judgment. However, if you try to anticipate your next thought, your mind struggles. This moment allows you to step back and simply watch your thoughts rather than getting caught up in them. When caught in negative thinking, ask yourself, "What will I think next?" Focus and you'll notice a quiet in your mind. This action breaks the chain of negative thinking, shifting you from being consumed by your thoughts to observing them from afar. Whenever you notice these thoughts beginning, ask this question again. Consistently doing this slows down the momentum of such thoughts. They lose power, like a train losing steam, eventually coming to a stop. In this way, you effectively interrupt the negative cycle. All it takes is one question. 2. Positive counter-talk. Imagine standing in front of a mirror preparing for your day, when suddenly a hint of uncertainty appears. That all-too-familiar inner critic starts to sow seeds of doubt about your capabilities or value. Yet, here's the empowering twist. You have the power to counter with a voice that's more confident and strong. This is the core of practicing positive self-talk, a method that can significantly shift your mindset. Think of it as a mental battle where you parry each negative thought with a positive assertion. For every skeptical thought from your inner critic, your inner cheerleader confidently retorts, "I've conquered bigger challenges than this." It's akin to a mental game of ping pong, with optimism always gaining points. Consider it like starting a running regimen. It may feel tough at first, but as you keep at it, you become more robust. Soon you'll find yourself moving through your day with an easier stride, lifted by a wave of positive thoughts. So when doubt attempts to creep in, meet it with a grin and a resolute reminder that today, negativity has no place. Your focus is on more significant, uplifting tasks. 3. Set boundary. Some thoughts are like persistent, unwelcome visitors that continuously loop in your mind, refusing to exit your mental premises. In such situations, it's crucial to adopt a decisive, firm stance. Imagine yourself as the manager of your mind stage. If the script goes astray, you have the power to interrupt the performance. Assertively state, "That's enough." Visualize this as a mental sparring session. When negative thoughts attempt to take over, you stand resilient. By taking a deep breath and decisively saying, "Stop," you assert control in this mental arena. The great thing about this strategy is its adaptability. You can apply it in any situation, be it a meeting, at dinner, or even while brushing your teeth. It doesn't require a special environment or an audience. Just your commitment to stay in command. Each time you utilize this technique, you become more empowered. You evolve into the ruler of your thoughts, the guardian of your mental peace. So, when your thoughts begin to whirl out of control, remember your capacity. Lift your hand and command with authority, "Stop." You'll discover that serenity and calm can quickly be regained. To sum up, dealing with our inner thoughts, particularly the negative ones, is akin to navigating a challenging terrain. These thoughts start off as minor negativity and can escalate into harsh self-judgment, often arriving without invitation and dominating our minds. The key lesson is to recognize our ability to control these thoughts. By predicting and understanding their tendencies, we can disrupt their influence and shift from being their prey to a detached observer. This alteration in perspective allows us to not only recognize but also actively oppose them with positive, reaffirming statements. Understanding that we have the choice in how we respond to these thoughts is crucial in breaking the ongoing cycle of negativity and progressing towards a more balanced and healthier mental state.